Bismillah. Anything that is defined as toxic has no place in the realm of masculinity. It is the antithesis, its opposite, inverse, reversal. Toxic masculinity is anything but masculine. It is wounded, it is hurt, it retaliates, it attacks. It is the wounded dog barking out at any human who happens to be walking by, whimpering in the corner of its cage. It's not its fault, it's understandable, and it has its reasons for being there, but it cannot stay there. Not if it is to fully step into and embody the masculine energy that the world so desperately needs. To be masculine is to show up, to serve, to provide, to protect, to nurture, to be an anchor in the midst of a raging sea, to be the wall upon which the waves crash. It figures out what is most needed in any given situation, and so, depending on its surrounding context, it is strong yet soft. It speaks boldly yet listens eagerly. It produces yet receives. It is humble while never forgetting what it is. It is both the iron fist and the soft hand. The physical, mental, and spiritual are the triad within which the masculine must navigate successfully in order to operate wholly. Each sharp point of this triangle acts as a necessary blade upon which the masculine must carve himself. Like Alexis Carrel once said, man cannot remake himself without suffering, for he is both the marble and the sculptor. The edges of these triangles sculpt our marble, they shape our clay, they refine our mess. Modern society comes with modern trappings that only serve to weaken the indomitable energy that was divinely infused within man. It steadily chips away at it until we become sloth-like, unmotivated, gradually developing a mistrust within our own selves that we will never be able to show up for ourselves each day and get the things done necessary to build the self-respect that is vital for any man to go forth in the world with confidence. Being a man is being imperturbable, somebody not rattled by the external world. The Quran directly asks us where we are going, making it clear that it was sent down for the purpose of guidance. Once you are guided, you have a plan, which makes you less prone to the distractions which are to be found everywhere today. To have a plan is to have a clear aim, and we should successfully adjust our sails and re-navigate our compass. We do not have time to indulge in petty squabbles, distractions and dramas that others may feed upon daily, robbing ourselves of our potency and our power as we do so. Time is finite, energy is finite. We must learn to treat these two things like the precious resource that they are. Indeed, they are most precious. Time and energy, that is all we have, and to allow ourselves to be robbed of it on a continual basis by outside forces that in reality have no investment in your triangle is to eventually cause the greatest dishonor to ourselves, our ancestors, and our future lineage. It is the ultimate death by 1,000 strokes. The path to hell was paved with good intentions. The graveyard will be full of people still pumped with these good intentions, with their echoes of tomorrow I'll do this, maybe I'll do that, encircling their final resting place. Echoes with nowhere to go as they are deprived of the opportunity to ever take root within a body and blossom. To be masculine is to ensure you are not haunted by these same echoes come your final meeting with your final resting place. It is to enter your final earthy bed, knowing you clocked in, you punched in, you dialed in, you showed up. You did the work, knowing God will handle the rest, forever reliant upon His mercy, knowing that ultimately it is all we ever have. If you don't fulfill this promise to yourself, it will bleed out into insecurity, which will trickle and stain on all those that you love. Your blood will blind them and your blood will sting, because deep down you will know you have done yourself a disservice, the most fundamental disservice. You were not the Khalifa God put you on this earth to be, and we as Muslims have no excuse, for we have access to the written texts which detail the greatest man who ever lived, the man who both went to war and helped around the home, the man who both laughed and cried, the man who executed what was ordained for him by God and there for his people, who was respected by all men and loved wholeheartedly by his women. He balanced these things beautifully, he mastered them perfectly, and to that we can only marvel. Marvel and hope to emulate and hope to be reunited with him one day in the presence of him, the greatest man to ever live, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.